Sean Gates. Talking about rape and duct tape.
Let's find out.
A rap artist?
He thinks he's a rap artist. But Mike Game thinks he's a radio talk show host by sitting in his kitchen table crashing me every week. But that's fine, doesn't matter. We're back here on the World Best Jiggy Jaguar radio program. We have Dead Horse Trauma in studio. Reno is joining us as our co-host today. I had to have Reno come down because I couldn't interview you guys by myself. I have to have the awesome Reno here.
Thank you.
Who is like I don't know. Are you a better version of Oprah? I don't know.
But you know what? I wish I were. I wish I could say that because maybe then I'd have her money plus. You know, who doesn't want?
Or are you not as controversial as Wendy Williams? I don't know.
I would love to be as controversial because I believe I got a whole lot to say, and I believe a lot of people don't like what I have to say sometimes. And she gets a lot. No matter what, Wendy gets a lot of respect, though. You know, a lot.
In her radio days, she called Whitney Houston a crack whore.
Oh.
Or crackhead or whatever on the radio.
And Whitney said, "I make too much money to ever smoke crack. Crack is whack."
Now, Dead Horse Trauma, you guys are on tour. Yes. You did Aftershock.
Yes.
Where else are you headed after this evening of the Rusty Needle? Where are we?
Going to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And Shreveport.
Louisiana.
Yep.
And then
Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont. Houston.
No,
San Leon. Dallas.
Florida.
Louisiana.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Tennessee.
Everywhere. Everywhere in the southeast, all the way up to North Carolina, and then we start making our way back through the Midwest.
Holy smokes.
But it's a short run for us. It's only a month.
Wow. And it's every day.
We got 4 days off.
Go Power Rangers.
4 days off, yeah. Which is good. We don't like days off. It's boring.
Yeah, what do you do on a day off?
We pout about not having a show.
Sit and watch.
We pout about not having a show.
Binge watch TV shows.
Yeah, if you can find a truck stop, watch TV, or hang out at Walmart. It's really not glamorous.
That's where all the metalheads are.
It's where all the, what Brian would call Methodists and American Pickers.
Yep, American Pickers hang out.
You guys can use that.
You had to be there.
It is what it is. It is Hutch.
Not here. No, Walmart in general. We're not talking bad about Hutch.
I bumped into Wayne Static at a Walmart.
Really?
Yes, in Salina, Kansas. I was walking through, and I'm like, I seen the hair. And I'm like, that's got to be the dude from Static X. So, of course, like I always do, I just followed him, stalked him through there.
I'm surprised he got off the bus.
He goes up to the counter, and he had a sandwich, and he had a Hot Rod magazines, and he goes, I don't even know where we are. And I said, you're in Salina, Kansas. And he goes, where the hell's that? He goes, I'm on my way to Oklahoma. Then a couple years later, he played Salina, and then last year, whoop, done. It's like, what? The hell happened? So it was so funny because I'm like, you're the guy from Static X, and all of a sudden, all these little hot blondes out of nowhere come running in. And
I'm surprised he got off the bus. When we played with them a few years back, it was like they were doing sound check, and him coming in to do sound check was like a huge deal. They're like, Wayne's coming into the building. Wayne's coming in. We need to clear everybody out. Wayne coming off the bus.
That's how it was. Zach Wilde played Wichita, Kansas at a place called the Cotillion one time, and that's how it was. They didn't want anybody to see him, be around him. And I was like, why? And they're like, 'cause someone will offer him something, and he'll take it, and then we won't have a show.
Oh, wow.
And like, oh, okay.
That's like David Allen Coe once was late to a show in Des Moines. They found him down the street. He had broken into somebody's car, so he had a place to smoke crack. And he passed out in the car, and they had to go find him.
David Allen Coe played Salina at a place called the Blue Goat, of all places. And he showed up. They had done this big radio contest because I was working at 92.7 at the time. And big radio contest, dinner with David. And David showed up, wouldn't get off the bus for an hour and a half. Just wouldn't. And then he came in, played 45 minutes worth of covers, and then left. And then he stole the carpet and like a drum set out of the back and stuck it in the bus. And they because the promoter goes back there and he goes, where'd the drum set go? We're like, I think David Allen Coe took it with him.
That's a couple hundred miles down the road with David Allen Coe and his mother-in-law.
the hell? There was a oh, who the hell was that? There was some old blues musician who played in a place called Newton, Kansas one time, and they lost him, and they found him antiquing, and his band was like, "Yeah, we hate that shit because then we gotta figure out a way on how to put all that crap on the bus when we leave." so yeah, it's a hell of a deal. But at least you guys are all organized, and we don't have to worry about you guys getting lost. And
Bringing it back. Professionalism, bringing it back.
now, Reno, did you conjure up anything when you were?
Well, I always want to know about the crazy stories on tour.
Man. We got some
First of all,
crazy stories.
How long have y'all been touring?
Not too long.
A couple years.
Yeah, 2 years. Just
Oh,
about
so
nationally, we've been doing regional stuff for a while.
Coast to coast, couple years, but
So y'all got a few crazy stories then.
Yeah.
we've seen some stuff, yeah.
We've seen some stuff.
Yeah, share. He's like,
We've seen some stuff.
I'm trying to think of stuff we can disclose.
Man.
Any groupie?
Yeah, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. We don't talk about that.
It's just us. Come on now.
Damn it! I ruined it. I put all my stuff on Facebook when I was
so
in
one
Vegas.
time, we were in Fargo, North Dakota, and this guy comes up. Well, everybody, we're kind of just like, doing our thing, spread out and stuff like that. And I was walking by, and some guy's like, "Hey, hey!" I was like, "Hey," and so you're coming down,
Hey.
this guy's gonna fight me or something like that. And he's like, "Are you Navajo?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, you look Navajo." I'm like, "Okay." And then so I talked to him a little bit. I'm like, "We're playing a show," but the guy was just like, shifty-eyed and really weird. I'm like, "All right, cool. Talk to you later." So I went to the RV. Then I went inside, and he was like, well, everybody's like, "Oh, did you see that guy? He had like blood on his shirt and stuff." I'm like, "No, I didn't notice that at all." It's like, "Well, yeah, he's wearing like a black leather jacket in like 80-degree weather." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess that was kind of weird, So I was looking out there, and then later on that night, he got arrested he was, I forgot. He was saying that he got mad at his roommate because his roommate stole his bottle of liquor or something. So then later on,
Jesus.
turns out he stabbed his roommate for stealing his bottle of liquor. And then an ambulance came and pulled the guy out, and they arrested him against the back of our RV. We still had like these blood smudges on the
You
back
can
of
see
the
the
RV.
face print on
Yeah,
the
they
guy's
came right
face
up.
against it, and the smear as they took him down to the ground.
Yeah, there was cops all over the place. We went for a walk to
We went for a walk.
sightsee, and there's cops all over the place. We're like, "Yeah, this isn't working out. We need to go back." And
This ain't
like, "Why are there
working
so many
out.
cops surrounding us right now? This is really crazy." Like, "Yeah, this is not working out."
This ain't working out.
But see, I'm wondering now that he thought you were Indian and alcohol. See, I kind of put that together. That's kind of stereotype.
Sorry, Eric.
Kind of got stereotyped there. That's messed up.
Apparently, North Dakota's like the drunkest state in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Wow.
Because there's not much up there.
Yeah.
Fargo, ever been?
We're playing
Don't want
the
to.
nasty.
Don't want to.
The shots are quadruples.
Yeah, they put shots in like these giant, well, they're huge cups, but they have a liquor store attached to it too.
Mm-hmm.
How long have y'all been a band?
The name's probably been around for 10 years. We've been playing since shows since 06.
10 years. Hell of a deal.
Yeah.
We found a speakeasy last month. That was kind of crazy. Brian found a speakeasy.
Yeah.
Off the hook.
Yeah, we were out recording
that's
our new
really
album.
awesome.
Yeah,
I don't
re-
remember
Coffee
most
shop.
of it.
Coffee shop. Oh yeah.
The coffee shop.
So we went into the coffee
It's a
shop.
coffee. Where's the coffee shop at?
Coffee shop is about 5 seconds from the studio
Picayune, Mississippi.
Picayune,
Mississippi.
Mississippi. We went into this place and I got caught out front by a chick. She's like, "Hey, you want a drink?" And I was like, "Sure, let's go." And I went in there and I was the only white guy in the whole bar, but I was like, "Cool, let's do this," And they showed me the best hospitality I had in a long time. Dude, guys come in and
Oh man, it was the South at its best.
oh yes, it was very awesome. After hours coffee shop.
They're sending us back pictures. We're still hanging out at the studio and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
Brian just disappears. We come back from getting a couple drinks somewhere else, and Brian just disappears. And I'm like, I bet he went to go find where that music was bumping from. About 10 minutes later, I get a message on my phone. Brian's inside somewhere, smoking a blunt, This shit's crazy. I'm like,
God dang it. See?
where is he right now?
I was trying to figure out, you know, it's like you're the only white guy. So I'm like, okay, you know, he could have been too. Dadgummit.
That's
Stereotyping
right.
my own people right
That's
there.
right. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They just bumped right into him.
Man.
Yeah.
We've got Dead Horse Trauma in studio. They're like a blowfish and twine factory. We'll use that one. We've got Reno with us today, who's like a gerbil in a batting cage. We'll do that one.
Is that a nice term?
I don't know what they are. I just use them. And then we got Brody over here, who's like a squirrel out of a palm tree. And they're making it happen. And then of course there's Brittany, but all Brittany ever does is make like cat noises and things and purrs and just weird sexual things at me. But we've got what is the next tune that we're going to be playing here?
What's up there? Psycho? Is that up
I've got Ricochet. I have Reckoning Day. The Murder of Crows.
What Reckoning Day? Reckoning Day's got a video.
Yeah, Reckoning Day also has a video.
That one was shot in a shopping mall after hours. Like,
Really?
between,
They say who and what.
5 or something. 5.
Who and what?
Who and what?
What, who, and what?
What in the butt? What?
What?
Who? I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you what is, and then what is what I said, or I don't know. That's an old Jeeves thing.
Yeah, Kai loves the coffee.
Drink water. If you're not gonna drink it, you're gonna wear it. I don't know. Who knows? Here it is. Dead Horse Trauma. It is what makes. Back here in a few moments.